Contenders, but no longer controllers in the title race. Manchester City come here, still reeling from 13 minutes of them back on track. Ruben Dias makes the squad after being sidelined with a hamstring injury, but then alongside two players with Arsenal connections, Josh Da Silva and Reiss Nelson. Tijjani Reinders in the starting 11 in the Premier League for the first time since January. Brentford took the lead in the first minute of their last visit here, and Matheus Jensen. Here is Jeremy Doku up against Coyote. And Doku! Well, Quivin Kelleher got a touch to it and then headed clear. Doku is a man really on fire at the moment.
Yeah.
Ball from Damsgaard out to Keane Lewis Potter, who swings one in that's beyond the reach of Thiago and Yarmouk. And the Semenyo trying to get around the outside of Lewis Potter, who just got a touch on that. Him here, Ake got across the front of him, and now the free kick is given. City had pressed up really high then.
Yeah, and because Brentford had got so many men in forward positions, they were a threat. It's a nice ball. He's onside here. You know, he would have hoped he could have turned a couple of those into wins.
They've won a free kick here.
They've been positive, aren't they?
Jensen, who curls it in, and Donnarumma reacts late.
What a ball in that was. Any kind of a touch.
It's Doku who pulls it across. Doku. And there's Haaland. And the first touch could have been the killer touch.
Yeah, typically clever little run.
Thiago holding off Mark Gahey, and Sharda could get in here. Nunes coming back at him and doing enough.
There's only contact there on Sharda.
There's Doku. Reinders has another go, but with no more luck.
Finish.
Semenyo. Haaland!
He's done it again against the two centre-halves. It's just that anticipation.
Doku leaves his man for dead again. Haaland! And can they force it in? No. In the end, Kelleher managed to grab hold of it.
I thought it was third time lucky for Haaland this.
Damsgaard losing out to Ryan Shirky. It's Bernardo Silva. Not how he planned it. Reinders had made the run. And Keane Lewis Potter got caught up in the battle between. Ake's made the run on the outside. Ake pulls it back. O'Reilly was in there. Brentford players claiming it had crossed the line before the. For now by Hickey. Thiago under pressure from Bernardo Silva. And that's a free kick. Thiago on Jeremy Doku. Shirky hits his own man. Haaland in the. A little bit more since then. Reinders ball over the top looking for Semenyo, and Collins holding him off. Nunes. Here's Damsgaard. 2 additional first half minutes. And the City fans furious. Ake. Here's Shirky trying to weave a way through, runs into Coyote in the end. Well, the state of play at half-time doesn't suit Pep Guardiola and his side too much, because as things stand, they're heading for to try and pile pressure on Arsenal and Nico O'Reilly. It's Shirky, and he found a gap, but not one that was sufficient to get it inside Kelleher's post.
Yeah, they'll be wanting to see.
Semenyo trying to clear out of the way to get his shot away, but he can't test Kelleher at all.
You can see a bit of frustration in him.
That was in a World Cup year. In fact, their victory here with Ivan Toney's 2 goals was the last match before the Qatar World Cup. And he guides it in towards Ayer, and it was just beyond his reach. Mikkel Damsgaard. Thiago looking to get on the end of it, and Ake couldn't be sure. He's got the free kick. Made the run on this side, but it's Thiago who tests Donnarumma, and Gehi reacts quickest.
Yeah, I think he's half thinking of trying to find Kevin Schade, his strike partner.
Go back to Keane Lewis Potter. Looking for Schade, but couldn't get the angle of the cross right.
Oh, what a good start for the visitors. It has been.
Doku. The angle narrowed. Corner's been played short, as we're just short of the hour mark. Jeremy Doku calls one! His 3rd in a week! Doku!
Every time he shoots, you think he's going to score.
Against in the way of a ball intended for Foden, and O'Reilly pulling back at Ouattara earns himself a yellow card. Collins, Ake's head, and Schade goes into challenge, but Donnarumma's strong in the face of that. Here's Doku. And falls through to him again. Foden takes over, and Kelleher got down really well. Ouattara, as Thiago made his break in time here, he gets the touch. Schade's down. It was Nunes behind him, and the referee shake of the head. Wasn't interested in it, but it will of course be reviewed. Semenyo. It's away from Lewis Potter, in towards Marmoush. Haaland! And with a backheel, he gets it over the line! And Manchester City may just have got the victory over the line that takes them closer to Arsenal once again. Persistence pays off. Doku's ball in, Foden! What a reaction from Kelleher. It was at such short range, he didn't have much time, but he reacted. And Haaland bursting away, showing all his strength. It's Marmoush, but great tackle in the end from Ayer. Marmoush wanted it played early by Savinho, but he ignored him. Looks instead to Erling Haaland. Now Marmoush! 3-0 to Manchester City. Only his 2nd Premier League goal of the season. It gives them a position of comfort in this game, and it also helps them.